I hope there are enough letters in the alphabet. This reminds me of my days as a computer student. Where is Q on the keyboard?
So the only letter I cannot find is V, as in, here it is.
Where? Where is Q?
So I'm missing the Y.
Sometimes the obvious is so difficult to find.
That happens so frequently on democracy. Your resources are hidden somewhere.
There are many things to wish and watch for in transformation processes, but there's one very important element, is to win trust.
I think changing the world is what binds all the transformation thinkers together.
In the language of the region, I would call it uongozi, which is Swahili, which is the same as leadership. I think it is an all-encompassing concept of what being a transformation thinker is. It comes with taking risks. It comes with fighting for what you believe in. It comes with driving along amidst all the storms you may encounter and being consistent, staying your course regardless of any obstacles you may come across.
The Transformation Thinkers Network was founded based on the conviction that leadership in transformation processes matters. We wanted to give agents of change, people who are passionate about changing their societies, about democratizing their countries, a forum to exchange learnings, to exchange views on how to go about it, to find inspiration with sharing similarities in experiences. And we started this journey convinced that if we want to really create something new, we would have to be interregional. People from all over the world have to take part, and we have to be multi-sectoral, we have to be interdisciplinary, so that people keep surprising themselves and learn from each other and meet people they would, under usual conditions, not meet.
Group here, it kind of looks like the bench of elders here.
The transformation thinkers experience for me is more about taking a step back from what we do in our daily lives. It's not necessarily coming up with ideas that we can directly implement in the transformation processes in our communities, but really to kind of connect with people who do things, sometimes even parallel or similar things to what we do, and to share the perspective, to share something that's more kind of related really to humanity, not so much the technical aspects that you have to do on the ground when you're engaged in a reform process in an individual country. So it's more about the community for me.
As soon as I got a chance to compare different societies, which became possible only after the collapse of the Soviet Union, I got a lot of extra energy to transformation.
Ellen is coming from Uganda, and we are two women, maybe the same age, maybe the same size, and she has exactly the same core questions than I do. So feeling connected with somebody from Africa that has the same strengths and weaknesses just is allowing me to feel stronger and to be more assertive when I go back to my country, or where I'm living now in Colombia. So just the possibility of having strong, deep conversations. And Ellen from Uganda, for example, has committed me to make some personal changes in my life and my career next year.
I believe that together we can come together, share those stories of reform and build upon them.
Brain drain or brain in the drain?
All this information and experiences that we have to put them really to work. What a common ground, I think, that is sharing these ideals and these visions and desires to the betterment of the conditions of our communities. Sometimes as a transformation thinker, somebody that tries to think out of the box and see things differently, sometimes in your own locations, you are regarded as probably not mainstream, like this guy is talking about something else. So gathering here and meeting with people that have the same desire for this to happen is like kind of invigorating in terms that it builds up a certain strength in you, energy.
Transformation thinking just for the sake of thinking is, of course, for us as GIZ not enough. What we would like to do is, of course, to encourage, to strengthen the capacity of a lot of people being involved in huge transformation processes in their in their home countries. So we need a certain group of people in order to learn better about and to understand better transformation, in order to contribute better to the shape of transformation processes.
The distinctive feature of this Transformation Thinker Network is its diversity. It brings together people not from one sector or from one angle of the process, but from a very wide understanding of transformation.
Peace building in the Great Lakes region, fighting for the role of legislatures in my own country, empowering local governments, running for president of my country. These are things that I have done. So the benefit of being a transformation thinker is that once in a while I come back to this space where there are people with varied skills and backgrounds. In a way, it's like where I recharge my battery. The things that we all do can make you get washed out. You can suffer from burnout. So if my fire is turning cold, I come back here and get another hot ember of coal to go and restart my fire.
So let's say it's a moment for gathering, rethinking, reevaluating, and hopefully targeting in a more proper way the service we give outside and the way we work as a network.
The existence of the group has a tremendous effect on our own work. It was not only a learning experience and a journey of exchange of knowledge between the transformation thinkers themselves, but also for us. We learned how the more academic approach of the Transformation Index has to be complemented with personal experience, with actual hands-on experience from people who make change happen.
The process has created a big network, transcontinental, spanning the globe, which has actually done more than was initially anticipated, because they not just share information, but they work together.
We try to stay in touch through Facebook, is the widely used method. We also, whenever someone is traveling and knows another transformation thinker in that country, we just write an email or give a call, and we try to meet up as much as we can. We are currently trying to find better and more practical ways to not only meet up and discuss stuff, but also do projects and benefit from each other knowledge and expertise, and share the knowledge on practical issues to solve real problems.
So the network should become more sustainable and less dependent on particular persons in it. It's very much inclusive, the high professional level of people who are involved, but what we are lacking is maybe the common goals, the common focuses that we can target.
We need to move from the transformation thinking process to the transformation doing. Bring about change, make it concrete. The challenge is to come up with like kind of a toolkit, which is quite very difficult in terms of how do you make a practical use of this transformation process. So this transformation thinking, how do you get it to the ground that it's working and it's really delivering something?
My hope would be that a certain part of the group, at least, of the transformation thinker, would organize themselves in a meaningful way so that they keep our and the partners of others in the field of transformation, so that we can really come back to them in order to use their richness of experiences, of knowledge in transformation processes.
I think our first strength is that we're diverse. Diversity.
So this is the key issue for me: change, interaction, and will.
The most beautiful word, which is liberty.
Two words that come to mind immediately when I think about the transformation thinker's experience. One is challenge. Challenge my mind, challenge my soul even, put me outside of my comfort zone. And the other word is inspire.
What I take back is that where we are today, other people have been there before us. Before us, there were the Lake Wałęsas. Before us, there were other people fighting for change and fighting for better societies. And here I am, years later, doing the same thing. So maybe after me, there'll be people who will be inspired by what I'm doing and who will take the steps to change their lives for the better. Because I think that's the most important lesson in life. If you can do something about your situation, do it. And you have people who have been there before you and that you can learn from.
Transformation thinkers in Spanish, pensantes en acción.
Transformationsdenker.
Menschen, die den Wandel denken.
En español se dice
Teller.